What's up, guys? Welcome back to GarageBanter, where we're doing another Game of Thrones
Yes, we
episode
are.
Today. Continuing on season 2.
That is correct.
That is correct. This episode of Game of Thrones. Before we get started, I wanted to surprise you and tell you that, or make you guess, somebody got cast in a Star Wars film.
Make me guess?
Yeah.
Oh.
Someone got
guessing.
Someone that I dearly love, that we know from this show, has been cast in a Star Wars film.
Is it Danny?
Danny has been cast in Han Solo, the movie Han Solo.
Oh my gosh. That is the best news I've heard all day. That is
Emilia Clarke has been cast in Han Solo, the young Han Solo movie. So it's Donald Glover.
Do you know who she's playing?
Uh-huh.
No. It's not someone we knew already.
And it makes me a little upset because now they can't. It's good. It's a good role, and it allows her maybe if Han Solo is a hit, it'll maybe allow her to keep going.
Yep.
With the young Han Solo.
And other
But
films too.
It doesn't allow her to be there for
the old.
You know. I'm
Yeah.
like,
So we know either she dies off or something happens to her.
Yes.
She isn't in them. But maybe she gets so popular she has her own segment off.
maybe she becomes one of those Han Solo characters where everybody loves her.
I could see that. I mean, look how she is in Game of Thrones.
Somebody said when they posted the fact, somebody said instead of the mother of dragons, it's the mother of Wookiees.
That's funny. I
Mother
can see
of
it though,
Wookiees.
honestly. That's hilarious.
That's awesome. I thought you liked that news.
Yes.
I loved it. When I
That
saw it,
is
I was
awesome.
like, yes! Yes!
I'm stressed I got it right on the first try. I was going to guess, I figured it wasn't going to be right, but
Yeah, I
I'm
thought
very glad it's her. That was
First guess, nice.
nice.
She used her Native American powers from the comments there.
That was good.
But funny is she does have some.
Yeah,
Native,
he wasn't wrong.
Yeah, she does have Native American in her.
And he does too, so,
I do. So, I'm back to Game of Thrones. Anyway, that's a small little tidbit. I'm sure if you comment on this, whether or not you're happy to see Emilia Clarke. That's her name in real life.
Right.
So. All right, let's recap last episode.
Okay, recap.
What do we have? We have Robb coming up on Harrenhal and saw all the people that the Lannister man killed.
He did.
It's
a pretty rough scene to come on.
And he had to put his mom in jail again.
He did. He had to show that leader position, for repercussions for what his mom did.
Exactly. It's his mom, but he has to do it.
Oh, yeah.
He has to do it. He's already lost a little bit of respect for marrying Talissa. He's also lost a little respect for robbing them of their justice. So he's kind of dwindling.
Yeah. He's losing trying to think of how to explain it. So they're having the certain attachment to him, the certain relationship building, and it's going to be a little difficult if he keeps pulling little stunts like that. I understand why he's doing it, and it's understandable for us side, right, our side of it. But seeing the other side, if we were on that side, they would be like, okay, we're not so sure about this guy.
Yeah.
So he's got to be careful with this.
For sure. We got Dany tried to get it assassinated. The Warlocks are still after her assassination.
Oh, yeah.
Met the Unsullied and the Master.
Yes.
The army men. The guys that can't feel their nipples being cut off.
That was an interesting scene. That was that whole situation, and the I'm trying to remember the guy who was for Robb. The Baratheon.
Oh, Davos. Davos?
No. Who showed up and saved Dany?
Who showed up? Oh, Baron Selmy.
Okay, that's
Barristan
right.
Selmy.
What was the old king's first name? I can't.
Robert.
Okay.
Robert
Okay, I was
Baratheon.
close then.
Yeah, you were there. You said
Okay.
Baratheon, and it just took me into a totally different direction.
Okay. But yeah, so he showed up. We haven't seen him in quite a long time, since first season, right?
I think since the end of the first season.
Yeah,
if I'm not
so-
mistaken, the beginning of the second season. It's either the end of the first or beginning of the
Beginning,
second.
yeah. So we see him again.
And he gave his loyalty to him.
He did. And she said something like, I owe you my
Well-
life or something. Like, you saved me or something like that.
Yeah, from that
Something big.
scorpion thing.
Right.
But he was under her dad's rule. Like, he was a part of her dad's rule.
So he's kind of owed into them, like.
Yeah, like he felt like he betrayed her
by going with
Robert. So.
Which, I mean, he was doing his job, kind of did. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's like like, what would you do in that situation type thing? Like, I don't know what I would do, so.
I can see that.
It's a very human way to put that, like, even though he felt he needed to do something.
You know, somebody was pushed out of power, and he just kind of retained his position.
Kind of like people who work for, like, the White House and, like, stuff like that, even with the new presidency, like, stuff like that. Something like that. But
exactly. Like, you did a good job under Barack. Now you'll do a good job under Trump.
Oh, that's true.
No comment. But let's see. What else we got?
Tywin was like a super freaking asshole to Tyrion, and like I said, I just hope he cuts all relationship to him and like all this family ties, and he
does nobody on his family love him?
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
Cersei
doesn't.
No.
Tywin doesn't.
No. Jaime,
we haven't seen.
We haven't really
much.
seen their relationship at all.
Yeah. So.
But all family relations, no. Shay's like the only one. And, I mean, other people.
But then he said,
too,
then he made that threat. If I catch another whore in your bed, I'll hang her. So that's even more he has to wear on his shoulders.
Oh yeah, about Shay. I wonder if he would end up pushing her away because he's scared for her safety. I could see him doing that. He already kind of tried to do that.
Yeah,
he did in the beginning.
He pushed. He already started the.
I could see him furthering that out because if he
how
really
could
truly
you look
loves
at a monster? You know.
And she's like, if you think that's gonna scare me away, then you're stupid.
Your memory is shit. What else do we have? We have obviously Brienne and Jaime are on the road.
That's right, and she was super noble and killed those guys in the same way
that happened.
They killed the girls.
Episode before.
That did?
I think.
Oh, okay. I'm getting a little hazy.
Yeah.
It's just been a minute.
It all kind of runs together because we watched the last 2 episodes back to back.
Yeah, we're like right in the same time.
Yeah. So we also have Jon meeting Mance Rayder.
Yes, I'm excited about where that's going to go. Like I really am excited. Like
Half-Hand sacrificed himself.
He did.
It wasn't that Jon killed him.
Yeah.
It was that he sacrificed himself.
I mean, Jon did kill him, but it was. Jon knew what was going on too. They both had an understanding, a mutual understanding.
Exactly. This is what has to be done
for Jon to live. That Half-Hand needs to die, and he knew that. But we're talking about just the reaction of Jon. That's what we meant. He was.
Yeah, he was.
I mean,
hurting.
Even though he knew it had to happen, doesn't mean it make it any less hard.
Yeah. Like, you still killed a guy.
You still
killed one of your brothers.
Yeah.
Not only a brother of the Night's Watch, but a very prestigious Night's Watchman. Like Half-Hand is known.
He's been around a while too.
He's a very good soldier in the Night's Watch.
And he's been there a while because Mance Rayder knew him by name, right? And
I mean they were brothers.
They were brothers too, yeah.
Night's Watch
together. Keep forgetting that he was on it.
We met a giant. We saw a giant for the first time.
We did, and Jon was like very shocked and like in awe.
What the hell is that?
And then what's the girl?
Ingrid?
Ingrid was like, don't stare. They don't like it. They get angry.
They're shy, but if they get angry, they'll pound you into the ground like a nail or something. Something along. Her wit is unremarkable.
I like it.
Whoever wrote her dialogue is amazing. So what else? We got Dany. We already talked about Dany. We talked about Robb. Talked about Robb and where he's at.
Jon.
Bruce Bolton.
Tyrion.
He's got his best men on the hunt for Jaime and Brienne. So
are they good enough for Brienne and Jaime though?
I don't know.
I wonder if
that's 2 pretty good fighters if they work together.
I was about to say, I wonder if they got in a really tough situation if Brienne would set aside like the fear of him running away and letting him fight.
One of those situations where he's like Tyrion was in season 1, like cut me free.
Yeah, so I can help.
So I can help, you know.
Yeah, with Kat. I remember that.
One of those situations.
And he did help. He went and shielded
he bashed that dude with a shield.
With a shield, yeah.
That's when Bronn said, hey, I've seen you with a shield, and you'll be able to slaughter 8,000 men with this axe. Bronn. The dialogue between Bronn was pretty good last episode, too. between him and
It
Bronn.
was. It
Like,
was.
pay me double now because I'm a knight.
It was pretty. It was important.
Anyway, I think that pretty much does it. Let's get into this episode.
I think so too. Let's
This Game of Thrones season 3 episode 2, Dark Wings and Dark Words.
Wings and dark words.
I can only think of two things it could be.
Dragons.
Or ravens. Send bad news.
That's a good thought because that would take on both of those.
Immediately, I thought dragons too.
You did. That's just. I just now read it or thought about it. Okay.
So let's do
I wonder
this.
if dark news is like you said, like bad news. I'm sure.
Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter.
You just spilled that on me.
Just missed her mouth, folks.
That's true. Ooh, this is a good filming shot right here. Well, we know this must be a dream.
Because he's walking.
Or a vision, yeah, exactly. Ooh. Hello, Mr. Raven. Do you have three eyes? You do.
Don't think too much, Bran. Relax your bow arm.
This is sad.
It's a cool seeing them there all together.
Which one of you
Oh, yeah.
is the marksman at 10?
Father.
Oh. This is kind of like making us realize how deserted
You can't kill
Bronn.
it, you know.
Is that Theon? Young Theon? Oh.
Because the Raven is you.
Hold on.
Oh.
It's all right, Hodor.
Who are you?
He's gonna cut
What
him.
do you want?
What?
Do you know how long it's going to take us to get to King's
What was the
Landing
fun of
with
that?
fields and forests?
Why are people chopping off nipples and cutting through fingers? I wish she would warn her. But that could get her in trouble.
Bring me some cheese.
The cheese will be served after the cakes, my lady.
The cheese will be served when I want it served. And I want it served now.
The fire.
She is. I like it.
You
Spicy.
frightened child.
No need for that.
My father was a traitor. My brother as well. I have traitor's blood. Please don't make me say anymore.
She's terrified, Grandmother. Just look at her. Speak freely, child. We would never betray your confidence, I swear it.
She better not. I trust her.
He's a monster.
Oh,
That's right.
that's a pity.
Please don't stop the wedding.
You don't think you can win?
Yeah, I speak my mind, Your
I do
Grace.
not been speaking your mind, Lord Carstyle.
I think you lost this war. The day you married her.
I prayed for my son, Bran, to survive.
That's what I was wondering.
Many years before that, one of the boys came down with the pox. They slew and said if he made it through the night, he'd live. But it would be a very long night. So I sat with him all through the darkness, listened to his ragged little breath, his coughing, his whimpering.
Which boy?
Jon Snow. When my husband brought that baby home from the war, I couldn't bear to look at him. Didn't want to see those brown stranger's eyes staring at me. So I prayed to the gods. Take him away. Make him die. He got the pox. And I knew I was the worst woman who ever lived. A murderer. I'd condemned this poor, innocent child to a horrible death. All because I was jealous of his mother. So I prayed to all 7 gods. Let the boy live, and I'll love him. I'll be a mother to him. I begged my husband to give him a true name. To call him Stark and be done with it. And he lived. And I couldn't keep my promise. And everything that's happened since then, it's all because I couldn't love a motherless child.
John!
What's wrong with him?
He's a warg. He can enter the mind of animals, see through their eyes. He's scouting
That's what
for us.
Bran is,
But
then.
you never met a warg.
Wog? Does Bran's eyes get like that, though?
Alright.
Stop doing that.
Is he alright?
I think so.
If he can't, we may as well just go. That's enough. Tali, I forbid you to die. Russ, you're responsible for him. What am I supposed to do? Make sure he gets back alive. If he doesn't, you don't. Move up!
Ha!
Got him.
Get him! Reap what you sow, my dude.
I'm not down for you, piggy.
Ah! You say that like you're a really fit, skinny dude, bro.
I know.
Like, chill
Super
out.
like, yeah.
Not another step, boy. Unless you want to drown in your own blood.
I'm unarmed.
That was poor planning.
My sister carries the weapon.
Oh, wow.
I'm better with them.
That was cool.
Drop the spear.
3 young ones on the run, carrying castle forged swords. You escaped from Harrow?
Who are you?
Thoros of Mir. And the fella here with the bow is Angry.
No, who do you fight for?
The Brotherhood without banners.
Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Now come on.
Wow.
I want to hear how 2 boys and a very dangerous girl escaped Harrow.
I'm not going with them.
What's his name? Hot Pie?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing, fat boy. When I'm done talking, that arrow's falling down on your fat head. So I advise you move, because I'm done talking.
Skills.
I don't know her name.
Oh, Rose, the redhead?
How do you know her?
Try to know as many people as I can. Never know which one you'll need.
She's a whore.
Yes? Be judgmental about these things.
You fucked her.
Oh, please. All right, yes. I fucked her once. Twice. But since I met you, my lady, I've been with no one else.
Why'd you do that? I told
Why did you take Winterfell?
I took it to bring glory to my house and my father!
Yeah.
Please.
You think these are his father's orders?
Sister sent me. Yara.
I'll come for you tonight while the castle sleeps.
Oh, no, don't go.
Of course, I used to ride everywhere. I'd march around like a common foot soldier, wearing the same shit boots for over a year. This heals through it. There's no way.
Shit. Oh, no.
I understood why some knights felt the need to carry 2 swords.
I'm scared. This is not a fight I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the first time they've dueled?
Before you left. Gives away the game.
Ah, they're both so talented.
Good. Graceless, but good.
Heck yeah. That was cool.
That's him, all right. I
Oh.
can't fight at the tourney for Sir Willem Frey's wedding.
Well,
If the king in the north is I had the Kingslayer and let him go, he'd be taking it right off. I'd rather he takes yours.
man.
What a good episode, huh?
That was a good episode.
all the way around.
So much happened, like always.
Not only do we figure out that we see a war, we figure out that that's what might be where Bran is. It was cool getting to see him though. He's like,
Yes, that was cool. And we found like okay, this is for one the first time they even mention it, and for two, now we know 3 of them. Like we already
it kind of
knew it.
Yeah, it kind of explains it. It's the first time they mentioned it, but we didn't know it existed.
Exactly,
So
but
now,
we kind of knew. But now we have like
Bran's
a
having
name
these
to
visions.
it.
He's waking up with a wolf right in his face after
right.
he saw it looking at him. You know.
Yep.
Now
And
explains it. This kind of
that he-
explains it.
It's pretty interesting. It's a really cool thing, I think. The
warging. The warging
yes,
ability.
Yeah. It reminds me of
Harry Potter.
Yeah. I know how to spell it. It's like the Enigma, and it's like whenever a wizard can turn into an
like what's his name turned into the rat?
Yeah, Wormtail.
I can't think
Peter
of his
Pettigrew.
name. Pettigrew, that's it.
And then of course Sirius Black is one, and James
of course
Potter was.
Voldemort, right?
Yeah.
He turned into a snake, didn't he? That's one of his Horcruxes, isn't it? We're talking about Harry Potter right now, Game of Thrones.
And he's a partial tongue too, but so is Harry. So,
yeah.
But he got that from
his he got that from the scar.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
It ricocheted, but he got some of his powers. So yeah.
Talking about Harry Potter.
Yes, sorry, little Harry Potter.
Speaking of that, we're gonna go see Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
We gotta go real bad. Seth wants to go too, so maybe we can go sometime this week.
Maybe.
Seth is my brother, by the way. So.
Yeah, the one that's crippled right now.
He is, but he's doing better. So yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about.
Let's talk about Game of Thrones.
Let's go
Yeah,
back to Game of
sorry,
Thrones.
there's a
Warging.
little,
What do you got? We talked about warging. How cool it was.
Okay. Yes, that was so cool. I'm interested in who this kid was. Okay, so we know the dad is Howland Reed.
Howland Reed.
We know
he fought
helped.
with Ned.
Ned.
Saved his life. That's what Bran said.
Right, and he cried when he died, and that was the first time his son had ever seen him cry.
Yeah, we have not met Howland Reed.
We have not. I
We
feel like
see
I've
his two
heard
kids.
about him though. Howland Reed. I really that sounds super familiar.
He was part of the rebellion with Ned.
Okay.
And that's all I can tell you.
Boo. But no, yeah, I'm cool. Like, can you tell me where he is? Like, what his...
I can tell you those are his 2 kids.
Thank you.
All
That
right.
was a really good little piece of information. So,
Jojen and
Mira
Mira.
and
Jojen.
Jojen. That's a cool name. Jojen.
I also like the actor who plays Jojen. He's a really good actor.
Yeah, he's in a couple movies. Like,
He's
I
done
recognize
a lot.
him.
I loved him, and I just remember him from Love Actually.
Oh yeah, he's the little
little
boy,
kid.
right? Yeah. I remember that. And he's like in love with the teacher.
Goes to the.
Or no, he's in love with someone at his.
Yeah, he runs to the airport, right? That's him that runs to the airport. The kid
I
with
don't
his
remember.
dad. I think
It's
Liam
been
Neeson's
such a long
Liam
time.
Neeson's
It
his
is.
dad.
It is. Yeah.
We're talking about another movie. That's why this is Garage Banter.
Right, we're just bantering away.
That's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So Jojen and Mira.
yes,
Jojen obviously has the power too. They were in a dream together.
yeah, and I didn't know that was even possible. That you can see. So what if like a bunch of them were seeing each other? Like it was like a group. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, like a group text.
Yeah. A group
Group
orgy.
FaceTime. Yeah. It's a. Would you say group orgy? Is that what?
No. I said
It's a wargy.
Warging.
It's a wargy.
No. No. But no. Okay.
Okay.
So it is like it would be interesting to have like a bunch of them if they all were like united and then saw each other through. It'd be a good way to like keep track of people too.
Yeah.
If something bad's going on, because he knew he needed to go. I don't know why.
And Jojen said that you can see in the past
And what's currently happening.
and what's currently happening thousands of miles away.
Yes.
So. But he
Very,
said
very interesting.
once you first realize your powers, is the dreams is first. Until
Yes,
you learn
and then
how
it's
to
the little
use it.
rolling your eyes back in your head, I'm guessing?
Yeah, the guy that we saw, he's a little more advanced in the warging.
Okay. Is he more advanced than Jojen, you think? He's older, so.
we haven't seen what Jojen is capable of, so we don't know.
Ooh, I think his is going to be interesting. Has he said what he can look through?
He has not.
Like
I don't think he's done it. He said that.
Is it something cool?
He said, yeah, they can pretty much, like he said in this episode. So it's no spoilers. You can look through animals.
Okay, I didn't know if you had your certain like assigned.
Well,
animal.
of course, that's what brought Brands out is
because the direwolf, right? That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I know he can also look through the three-eyed raven. So the three-eyed raven.
Well, he said the three-eyed raven is looking at them, like.
And it's like a sight. That's what he said. The three-eyed raven is sight.
Exactly.
And I'm guessing it's in most, possibly every warg. Am I saying that right?
Just say warg.
Warg. So I wonder if that three-eyed raven is in all to most wargs' visions, like in the beginning, maybe, or even continuing.
Maybe. Or what is the three-eyed raven? You know.
3.
What is it?
I tried to say 2, that too, but then I ended up just saying 3, like the number.
Just 3.
Just 3.
Just 3, not 4, not 2, 3.
Not even 2.
Well, what is the three-eyed raven? Like, what is it? Is it something physical? Is it mental? Is it the power?
Is there something behind it? Is it someone else, maybe? Some, like, other person who's like, I don't know. That would be crazy if it was someone else that was watching everyone else's.
Yeah, exactly. What is the three-eyed raven? That's kind of a big question right now.
Sight. Maybe something that leads
obviously
people
it's
to
sight
certain
because he has more than one.
And it leads people to things. Like it leads, shows the way or helps guide certain directions.
Maybe it's like the map in Harry Potter.
Yeah, the one that all of the...
You can see everybody's footsteps in the...
Yeah, I know how to spell it. Martyr's Map.
Martyr's Map.
I know how to spell it, but how do you pronounce it? Good question. Let's see. We see the Brotherhood.
We finally find
the
Brotherhood without Banners and Thoros of Myr.
I kind of like them. I don't know.
They're at the end, the Hound shows up.
I know.
So now are they going to hold Arya
captive, or
what's
is he
gonna happen?
He said, didn't he say, you have my word that I'm gonna let you free?
That's what he said.
I feel like that'll be pretty important if he already breaks his word. Definitely for me, that'll be kind of a changing point on my opinion of him. If he breaks his word, I'll be like...
Yeah, he did say that the fight, the Mountain, which is the Hound's brother, was told to go find the Brotherhood without banner and kill him, But in this episode, he said, we, the kings of Westeros, want to destroy the environment. We want to save it.
I know. Yeah, he wants.
Kind of leads you to think they're good.
Yeah, in the way that they started out, of course they brought this intimidation. About like with that, they brought intimidation into showing like what they're capable of and stuff. But they weren't. They didn't have this harsh feeling that I feel like you would get from some other people if they were caught on the road.
Yeah.
Like the Boltons, I felt very insecure when they were there.
Exactly. At the end.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's just probably mostly because it's Jaime and stuff, but like, I don't know, I got different feelings, like I have more of a positive feeling towards the Brotherhood at this moment.
Or the Starkmen they met beforehand.
Yeah.
That Brienne and Jaime met before.
So, there's lots of things you can run into, and just from first encounter, I like them. I think
they seemed a whole lot more smart, a whole lot more organized.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out how to put it into words. Like, they didn't, I don't know, they didn't seem as cruel to me. Maybe that's just because we haven't seen them much yet, but they also have this confidence about them, too. Like, they weren't worried about them.
Yeah.
I like all that stuff. I think all of that's gonna come into play, and yeah, I like that. I don't know.
It's good. I liked it too.
Definitely one of my favorite introductions of people.
Yeah, Thoros of Myr.
Positive. But I don't know what's gonna happen with Hound being there now.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
And what do we even know what exactly the Mountain did with the Brotherhood? If he found,
I don't know. Obviously, they didn't.
Not all of them, of course, but
obviously
I don't know if
they didn't find him
or something. But
will they hold it against Clegane for what his brother did?
Exactly. Hopefully not. Hopefully they're the type of people that would
and the Hound doesn't
someone.
like his brother, so
yeah, they don't get along well. We know that. So we will see. I really like how Gendry
and Hot Pie.
Yes, I like how he didn't he didn't have to lie. You know, like in that place, I mean, he could be scared to tell him where he's from. He could lie, and he chose to tell the truth.
Yeah,
like,
he was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even remember the blacksmith's name, but he was like, yeah, I would work for him.
Yeah. Yeah. To started with a T, I think.
I think it started with the M. I think there's a T and an M in there.
Okay, somewhere in there.
There's T and an M, a couple more letters, made a word.
Yeah, you know, maybe a letter. I don't know, letter or two.
Made a word. But
he told the truth, yeah, and
I liked it, yeah.
Yeah, it could have put him in danger, but I don't know. I said he is pretty noble. I like him. I
like Gendry.
I do too.
I like Hot Pie. I like their little group they got going on.
I don't know much about Hot Pie. He's just kind of been pretty quiet and like kind of.
Well, first he was mean.
He was mean,
and now he's like a little bitch.
A little scaredy cat now. And so I don't know too much about him, but hopefully we'll see a little more on their little trio, like a little more dialogue and stuff between them. But it's funny. Hopefully they get let go, or are protected by maybe the Brotherhood all of a sudden is like, well, we respected Ned or something, and like we are gonna help this because she's a Stark. That could be
she's
cool.
a Stark.
Maybe Starks are.
We'll see.
We will.
What else we got?
Let's see. Oh,
we got a lot of things.
I wanted to talk about this during that part, but then a scene came up with John and I couldn't talk about it. But Kat, talking about
what a scene that was.
Oh man, it was. So I remember from the beginning, I didn't really know much about John, so I didn't have a strong feeling about why she treated him the way she did. Like whenever I remember when John was trying to say bye to Brienne or like talk to him, and she was like, I don't know, she was eyeing him. She was doing something that let us know already, starting off, that she didn't like him.
He was the first one we ever see is when Bran is shooting the bow outside in the courtyard, and she's looking down at him, and she looks up at him, and she kind of turns a blind eye. And the second one we see is he goes in to visit his brother at the bedside, and she doesn't say a word. Like what? She says, "What are you doing here?" Yeah,
and you could get that feeling of dislike, and you didn't really know why. Now we know why. And I like the fact that she went back and talked about.
I liked how she did it. She was like, "Bran, I did it for Bran when he got paralyzed," and he was like, "I did it for other kid."
And I like also how she said that, like
before even telling you who it was.
Because I was really thinking, like, you can probably see. I'm like, who is she talking about?
Rob?
I thought it might be someone who had died. That's what I was kind of thinking. No, but it was for John, and it was.
It was very heart-touching, that moment.
But then there's some other things that come into play, the fact that she wished for it. But then she knew she had wronged. But then
she couldn't keep her promise.
Then she broke her promise. So it's kind of like wishy-washy. But again, the show does such well in like acting out things that humans would actually do.
Yeah, that monologue was amazing.
That was.
It was just her talking in that scene. Basically. I mean, she's talking to Talisa.
But she didn't
Talisa
really
got like 2 words in.
Right. I don't know. It's just such a human thing. Like that's something a lot of people would probably struggle with.
Oh yeah.
And so it isn't just black and white.
There's that goes on in the world every day with stepkids.
Oh yeah.
With stepkids. Imagine how many stepkids are treated unfairly
because
they can't be
jealous. Their mother's jealous, like she said,
or father, either one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Either one. But that was really touching. A great scene.
I love how it cut to John
right after that. And let me just say, I'm very glad that John came out of that pox that he had. It was like,
she gave us a little more detail on spit words out. She gave us a little more information about exactly how he showed up at the house. Like Ned went to war and brought this kid back, and all she could see was this dark-headed kid with brown eyes.
Someone else's eyes too.
Yeah.
I want to hear more about that.
All she could see that woman. Yeah.
Who that woman was, what happened.
Robert tried to pry it out of Ned in that one episode.
I know.
Season 1, and he couldn't.
I remember that, and I remember being like questioning it, like when I saw that. But yeah, I really want to know his back. Do we get that sometime soon? Can you tell me that?
No.
Sad face.
I can't tell you.
Man. Okay, well, hopefully it's soon. Or even if not soon, I'll take a lot of detail about it. Like, if we go into a lot of detail, I'll be like, okay, I'll take that. So I'm looking forward to that, for sure. I'm looking forward to so much. I love this show.
There keeps more questions keep popping up. And it's awesome.
Yes, but it's not like one of those shows that's like, gosh, they're adding like so much. It's not like that. It's more like, oh, this is exciting. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Like, there's just so much.
Well, it keeps building on itself. It's not like it gives you, not like it builds here, starts a new question.
There's like a whole bunch of different pillars building on their own.
It's the same pillars that just keep building on each other. Every once in a while, a new one will pop up.
And they're intertwined with each other, and it makes a lot of sense when you find out things, but then new questions are brought up from that. But it doesn't leave you with this like heavy,
it
like,
mingles well.
It does. The way this is written is like amazing, that it doesn't just kind of,
because it came from some great books.
Yeah, from George
R.R. Martin.
Yeah,
I hate the way they're written, but it's good content.
How are they written? Like,
I just don't like the way it's written, because it's written chapter by chapter. Every chapter
is a different point of view.
Yeah, every they're character chapters.
Okay.
So every chapter is a chapter about a character.
Yeah, sometimes it's harder to follow.
And chapter 1, you're gonna read about Arya. Well, then you won't get to Arya again until chapter 13, and you're like, well, I've been waiting for this forever. I loved it because when I read I'm on the second book right now, but it was a long time since I read the first book. But you'll read a chapter about Jon or something, or about Arya or Sansa or something, and you'll get to the next chapter and it'll be about the Hound, and you're like, "Whoa, shit! I don't care. I really don't want to read this." You're like, just flip over to find,
where's Arya going?
Yeah, man? That's the only reason I don't like it. It's not that it's hard to read.
It's just that it's like a different.
It's not that it's hard to read, but it is hard to read.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
It's well written. It's not hard to read.
It's just the way it's like laid out is different.
I want somebody to do it. Get every chapter
about
every
that one character
and just put it into single books.
Oh.
Do it.
But I bet it makes a lot of sense the way they go.
It probably does.
Yeah, like the way in order.
It probably does.
But that would be cool. Like after you finish it, to go back and read it like that.
Yeah, that would be cool. Anything else you got written down for us?
Okay. I wrote down in the beginning like Black Magic Dreams, but we found out what that is.
Black Magic.
And then a bunch of names. So yeah, I think that's pretty much what all mine is. What about you?
We didn't talk about Jon a little bit. Well, we talked about the war. That's really the only thing we saw about Jon was him watching the war. No, we saw a little bit about Sam.
We did see a little bit about Sam. Sam
and his struggle right now.
Yeah.
Him being the,
I feel for Sam. Like,
him being,
he's not a warrior, and he's thrown into this warrior position. And
he's got it up here, not right here.
He does. And like,
he's got it here too.
It reminds me of like that Einstein quote where it's like, you can't judge a fish for how it can climb a tree or something like that. Like, no, Sam has his own. I'm sure he has his own. His
strengths. His own strengths, and fighting is not one of them.
It is not, and we're only seeing his weakness. And I'm ready to see Sam's strengths. That's what I'm ready for. I don't know if we do, but that would be cool. Do we?
Yeah.
I should stop asking questions, but I don't want to. I want to know.
I know you want to know. I wish I could tell you.
But hopefully we will. Maybe he's really good strategical. Maybe he can we'll see him eventually be like hand in hand with Jon, and he'll be doing the strategical part, and then Jon will be doing the carrying out actions. Or maybe he'll go over to, I don't know. Where are they headed right now?
I think who? Sam?
Yes.
I think they're just trying to get the hell out of Dodge.
They're trying to bolt.
Yeah. I think they're trying to get back to the wall as quick as possible.
And we learned also, I don't know if this is a new thing, but it kind of just really settled in with me more about what are they called? The people, where Jon is right now, those people he's with?
The Wildlings.
The Wildlings. He said they're trying to go south.
Yeah.
So
that's how he got them all together. That's how he got them all together.
Exactly, because they all have different
he's like,
backgrounds and
the
stuff.
cavemen. Everybody hates the cavemen.
Yeah. These people hate these people. They say them,
Yeah.
That's pretty
But I got them all together. You know how I got them all together? I told them we were all going to go south or you're going to die.
Yes. The way we united is for living. So, so I don't know. Why can they live? They've been up there for so long in the north. What's different now? The White Walkers. So I just answered that. So they're trying to get, what happens if the White Walkers get beyond the wall?
I don't know. What happened?
Bad stuff. That's probably going to happen. And then everyone else will have to unite beyond the wall, or okay, here's the wall, here's where the White Walker, this side of the wall will all have to unite to save themselves to live against the other people. That would be
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, maybe. We'll have to wait and see next time on Game of Thrones.
That's right.
Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of Game of Thrones Garage Banter. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a great
thank
episode.
Thank you so much for watching, and
keep
this
up
was
those comments.
Good.
We haven't got any questions in the comments. And I really want some questions. So if you got
Ask
some
us
questions,
things. I love questions.
if you got some
Talk to
questions,
us.
hit us up. We love.
Mm-hmm.
I just posted the last video last night.
That's right.
So I haven't had a chance to comment back on anybody, but there's been some pretty good ones. I think there was only one negative one.
Has there been any questions?
No questions. We want some questions.
Let's get some questions, guys.
Ask them some questions.
Ask us stuff. It doesn't even have to be about Game of Thrones, but that would be cool if it is too.
Ask us personal questions, I
Yeah,
guess. We won't tell
get
you
to
too
know
much,
us.
but
We'll tell you about us.
yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind. But that's it. As always, I'm Michael.
I'm Rachel.
And there we go. Hit the lights, Rachel.
Oh no, I can't. Oh no, what was that?
Oh crap.
Oh, I can't see. I just. Oh, dang it.
This is bad. This is a bad idea. We should have done this. Oh god. Oh my gosh.